Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another session of Candid Meena. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up, and also the fact that Sandeep Singh is in a lot of trouble. Sandeep Singh, of all people, and we'll be discussing about that in detail, as well as many other news regarding Bollywood. And yeah, it is over to you.
Yeah. Good evening, friends. Welcome to that session. Welcome, Gloria. Always nice to see you. And Dhanashree, good evening. So, friends, just one before we start the main news, to speak about a shocking news that all of you have been witnessing since a couple of days is the Bangalore-based startup CEO Suchna Seth, the woman who was arrested for the alleged murder of her 4-year-old son in a Goa hotel. She apparently, now look at the things that are going against her. She did not have an office in India's Silicon Valley. Now, police have found out when they investigated, and this is what Indian Express said. Investigating authorities discovered discrepancies in her business address and found only a co working space instead of a dedicated office for her company, the Mindful AI Lab. Now, here, why we are talking about her to friends who do not know what's happening is that this lady, apparently killed her son by smothering him and put him in a suitcase, which was then noticed and brought to, the police's attention. Now, the investigating authorities have discovered that there are a lot of discrepancies. The accused is also director of another machine intelligence firm registered in September 2020. Goa police also visited the office of this secondary firm. Now, Seth's previous residence in Bangalore's Tanisantra area, where she lived with her son, was found abandoned during a police visit. Neighbors expressed surprise, stating that she vacated the premises approximately 4 months ago. Now, the Berkman Klein Center for Internet and Society, a renowned research center at Harvard, describes her as an AI ethics expert and a data scientist who has contributed significantly to the field. Despite being listed as a research fellow at the Raman Research Institute from 2008 to 2011, sources within the institute told Express she dropped out in 2010. Now, her estranged husband Venkat Raman, reportedly in Indonesia at the time of the alleged murder of his son, rushed back to Bangalore for his son's post-mortem. Now, this lady, who's 39 years, allegedly smothered her son to death and then traveled with his body from Goa to Bangalore before blood trails in a hotel room alarmed the staff who alerted officials about her. She reportedly also tried to die by suicide after the act and claimed the blood in the room was hers. Earlier, she also said that it could be, her periods. Now, here, see, there are two things that I wanted to speak about. As in, in Twitter, they have said that what is the reason that this woman is being supported by a lot of people? Because if she has allegedly killed the child at the at the what do you call when this which body was burnt, the father's face was absolutely, it was so sad. Now, there is something very fishy in this case. And unless, of course, they probe deeper into this, you do not know. And now she's put one more condition that she will not speak to anybody until the lawyers come. This lady seems to be very calm and cool, which is very surprising because even, as a human being, you cannot harm any creature, leave alone your son. Okay. And this innocent child, if you see his face, he's so innocent, 4-year-old son. How it could have happened is absolutely the same. And then, of course, after that, she would have tried to, put another story saying that she would have wanted to commit suicide. But the thing is, I don't understand is even if it's a divorce, the parents should be able to see the a child. How is she going to prevent the child, from the parent, from the husband from seeing the child? So this is something I really don't understand. It's a very complicated case, and as it unravels, we will keep you updated about it. Yeah, back to you, Jerry.
Yeah, so it is very, very sad to see this innocent kid, leaving, right? And what happened to the kid? How can if this is true, how can a mother do that to her own child? Is beyond me. Yeah. So and also the fact that she's the CEO of AI startup. So being a CEO of an AI IT startup is no joke. right? She has to be very highly intelligent, and because being a CEO is very hard, especially in Bangalore. So she has very high intellect from what it appears, and but the only thing is, was she under some sort of depression or whatever? Because it is too early to predict what exactly is in this case, because there's very less details out there. So we'll have to wait and see. So friends, hi Anandra, hi everyone. So friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and relatives. So, friends, coming to Bollywood, back to Bollywood, and a lot of things are happening. Every each and every day, things are coming out with regards to Bollywood and their business, right? The ED just recently, now it has been investigating the Mahadev app scam, right? And what is interesting is the company founded by the owner of Mahadev app, Saurabh Chandrakar. This company, the ED investigating the case, has found that a company called Sports Buzz was set up in Dubai. Now, this company called Sports Bus was used by Saurabh, who's the owner of Mahadev app, to sponsor IFA awards. So this is a huge scoop, right? The charge sheet further throws light on the operations of Chandrakar and his partner in Dubai, and the two are trying to expand from the online betting app to other businesses, including share market, real estate, and jewelry. The charge sheet mentions that Chandrakar had purchased a shop in the name of Anil Damani and Sunil Damani near the jewelry shop Abhushan Jewelers. The investigation has revealed that there are more than 3,200 panels which generate around 40 crores per day. The promoters of Mahadev app has rented 20 villas in Dubai to accommodate a staff of 3,500 people. The expenses incurred in food, lodging, medicine, travel, and visa of these staff were sponsored by the promoters. Also, to maintain secrecy, employees of panel operators were expected to deposit their passport and request for the return when they wanted to return to India. So you can see how each and every day information regarding the Mahadev app scam, in which Bhupesh Baghel, the former CM, is also allegedly supposed to be linked. So according to ED, now and all these Bollywood stars, they performed in Dubai, right? All these who you see in the wedding function of the owners. Oh, so you can see how the from the Mahadev app scam, there are links to Dawood's brother. There are links to cricket betting. There are links to even match fixing. There are links to money laundering. So the whole of the Dubai Bollywood nexus is being exposed by this particular scam through the ED. And so you can see how Modi is working very silently, even in the front. If he is, sort of, taking note of these Bollywood people praising, Modi in the case of Maldives, what happened in the Maldives recently. From the behind, you can see how the ED is, screwing this Mahadev app owners, right? And it is no doubt Bollywood is linked to this particular app scam, right, in one way or the other. And also the fact that
That is obvious, Jaydev, because see, the money they have received is through Hawala.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
who deals with Hawala? It's only Bollywood.
So this is and how
Yeah.
many innocent people in India were fooled by investing their hard-earned money to play in this particular app, right? They many people were lost. They have lost their lifetime earnings, their savings, and also many are in debt, right? So it is good that ED is in this particular case. They are working very nicely and very
Yeah.
efficiently at this till this point of time, I must say. But why they kept naming the gaming names app after Hindu god Mahadev asked?
Absolutely.
So
That is
because
true.
this is to create some sort of they know where the emotional nerve of the Indians, of the innocent young Indians are, because they know that Indians are right now very, very religious and
Even if you're looking, even if you're looking at the film Animal, okay, the productions is something like Bhadrakali productions. So everything is our deities, Indian deities. I don't know what's wrong with these people, you know. And recently, I found something very amusing in Twitter. You had Orry showing a mobile cover, which costs about 90 lakhs. Now it's a pink cover with a turnip, attached to it, and he says he bought it for 79 lakhs. Now is he crazy? Because see, this guy has been seen in other Instagram also, where he gets the bartender to pour vodka for Aryan Khan. So is he what, a bartender? Is he a what? What does he do with this phone? He's got 10 phones. When he goes around, he carries at least 10 mobile phones. Each one
and he
to
gets
answer.
and he says he gets paid 30 lakh rupees for selfies with all these celebrities, right? I mean,
So
is the
is he
public?
the real? Yeah. So is he? The question is he the real handler? You see. So that's the question, because see, there is no woman he has not put his head against her chest, including Ambani. You know. So he doesn't pose normally. He poses with his head on their chest. This I find very amusing, because the last picture we saw was of Amrita Fadnavis, you know. So it's really a very dicey situation in this guy is, and the kind of respect he is. Everybody respects him, and the paparazzi go almost haywire when they spot
Yeah, what has he achieved in life,
him.
right? Apart from being a special project manager in Reliance in the US, so why is he getting so much of importance? So that there's something more to it, which we have discussed, in our video regarding Ori in on Candid Mina. We have done a special session on that. Yes. So yeah, you could go to the next Sandeep
Yeah,
Singh, which
and
people are.
yeah. Before that, you want us to do Big Boss? Okay.
Yeah.
According to Acharya Pandit, and Sandeep has allegedly defrauded him of rupees 14 crores in this biopic's investment. As per a complaint filed by Acharya Manish, Anand Pandit, the producer, and Sandeep approached him in early 2019 to invest in the Modi biopic, claiming he would get first recovery rights to recoup his investment after the movie's release. Convinced by their assurances, he took massive loans to invest 14 crores in the film. However, after the movie released and earned over 32 crores as per Acharya Manish's information, Anand Pandit allegedly refused to pay him his due. Over multiple meetings, the accused showed an inability to pay him and allegedly threatened him against taking legal action. Now, in a detailed complaint number 4518 P SSP dated 17th 8 2023 to the Mohali police, Acharya has described how he was allegedly induced by Anand Pandit into investing the massive sum into the film on false assurances. He has accused Anand Pandit and Sandeep Singh of breach of trust, cheating, fraud, and siphoning of funds while causing financial loss to him. He has also accused the producer of tax evasion by concealing actual revenues and inflating expenses to show losses in the film's financials. He has demanded an ED, income tax, and GST probe into their finances. Now, Acharya Manish has urged the police to register an FIR against Anand Pandit and carry out criminal investigation into the matter. He has also sent copies of the complaint to the President, Prime Minister, Home Minister, INB Minister, and various enforcement agencies heads across the country. As per the complaint, Anand Pandit has been intimidating him also against taking legal recourse and warning him of implications. However, Acharya has filed the complaint so that other innocent investors duped by the accused can get justice. The complaint's shocking allegations of deceit, fraud, and threats by influential Bollywood entities also merit wider debate and scrutiny around practices in the film industry. With an FIR and police investigation awaited, the case will be watched closely by all concerned stakeholders. Now, here, friends, This is when you strike, as you say, when the iron is hot. This is the time to strike, because Sandeep can be caught in multiple cases. Not only this, you're talking about Sushant Singh Rajput, Disha case, everything. If this can be proved, then he can be what do you call, exposed in all these cases as well. So this is the time to strike, because we have already, through our different stories, told you about the association between Anand Pandit and Sandeep Singh. How Sandeep Singh was just a person who used to sell lottery tickets and ice cream when he came from Bihar. He used to stay in the area where Dawood's sister was staying, and he learned all the tricks of trade from that area, by which you understand what I mean. And then after that, he used to sell tickets in black, film tickets. Then he slowly started becoming more ambitious, and he started associating with producers and directors. So you see, there were other connections that were happening. As you see, we were explained in a lot of our stories before how he got into this business, and how the money he got so much money to produce these films, right from Modi, to so many Sarabjit, so many other movies that he produced. And then how he, from a perhaps a 45 kilo man, became an 80-kilo man, you know and also he made his skin white by whatever injections that these Bollywoodies are famous for, and he changed his complete persona. There was an alleged also a crime that he had committed when he was in Mauritius. So all this has been exposed by all of media. Now this is a very big scam. Look at the way they have cheated this man. If they have done so, then this means they can be exposed in every other crime that they have done. If you remember very clearly, I would like to also remind you, friends, that Anand Pandit's parties are the most famous parties, which are first headed by Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, and everywhere you will see Sandeep Singh in the wings, greeting everybody in a clandestine manner. So you see that these people are all aware. All these top actors, right from Lambuji to, what you call the gym guy, to everybody, Sarak Chapo, whatever you say. All these people are aware from where Anand Pandit and Sandeep Singh are getting their money. So there is a connection between all these people. Otherwise, why should they woo such a man who has now cheated this Acharya of so many crores? So this means you're hand in glove with them. Don't tell us that thali mein shed hai, ye hai. Ask your husband who is he associated with. Tali wali mami. You can ask all of them. Gauri ji, or you can ask Salman's father. Why are they so closely associated with these people? And why does Sandeep Singh feature in every album that Amitabh Bachchan and his family have? So see, slowly and systematically, the noose is getting tighter around these people. So this is something that we can relish. Thank God it's happening. Yes. Back to you, Jeremy.
Yeah, now Sandeep Singh has this particular case by this a person called Acharya. Now, will CBI may be making a note of this particular case as well? Because Sandeep Singh, was seen with Meetu Singh, right? And will he be asked what is his relation in the SSR case, and if this is also somewhat connected in any way, but it won't be. But what is we find, friends, is that how many such businessmen might have been duped, because there are many rich businessmen in India and also abroad outside India, who are looking to park their money to for some investment, and they see all these Bollywood superstars as worthy ROI, right, or return on investment, and they make they give these producers or directors or actors enough funding so that they get enough return, thinking that these movies will become a huge hit. And if their commitment is not honored, right? How many such innocent, businessmen must have been cheated in the film industry, right? I wouldn't be surprised if there were so many cases, and none of these cases come out in the open because of obvious connection in the political circle and the media circle. Yes.
Ajay Kumar says Sandeep Singh becoming more famous than talented but low profile artists like Manoj Vajpayee, Pankaj Tripathi without any struggle. He got big limelight. This shows he has a great backing. And Dhanashree says recent movie of Nayantara and Napurni seems to be Hindophobic and promoting LJ in a subtle manner. Here in this movie, a Brahmin girl is encouraged to eat non-veg. Seriously, who is the producer and director? Yes, I did find this movie absolutely shocking. Shrija says people should be aware of Bollywood involvement in illegal fraud things. So these are all very important, friends. That you should educate yourself on whether you need to watch Bollywood at all, movies at all, and whether you should encourage your children also to watch. Please ask them to watch more. What you call educative things or something that's more entertaining and has some intellect as well. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news, and as all of you know, that Ankita Lokande has time and time again, taken SSR's name because she is in Bigg Boss this year, and to get any sort of attention or TRP for Bigg Boss, she keeps mentioning she had a copy of SSR's diaries, and Ria. She also exposed Ria Chakravarti in one way, saying that SSR was not claustrophobic, and SSR flew a plane by himself. And now what is recently is it's quite interesting is that in Bigg Boss latest episode. Vicky Jain's mother and Ankita Lokande's mother-in-law, Ranjana Jain, that is Vicky Jain's mother, she made an appearance, and what she said is quite interesting. Talking about Ankita, his mother shared, भारत में रहते हैं, वहाँ पति को देते समझा जाता है, और फिर वो तो तुम्हारा पति सचमुच देता है, अब तुम उसको मार रही हो. Now, when asked about SSR in the Big Boss house, Vicky's mother accused the actress of using his name for sympathy. Ranjana ji stated, sympathy jata rahi hai, aisa lagta hai. She further claimed that Vicky deserves to win the reality show, but the makers will make Ankita the winner. So, what is interesting is again, hilariously, her mother-in-law has again, picked up, has told her that she is using SSR's name, her ex, for sympathy, right? And that is quite hilarious to me.
In
And
fact,
her
Jayanti,
own mother-in-law, yes.
yeah, there's news that also that her Ankita's mother, would have asked her daughter to leave Vicky Jain. So this is also happening simultaneously. So it's a very strange act that they are putting on together, because we all know this is voyeurism at its height. They are doing everything to shame themselves by bringing in Sushant Singh at in every juncture just to get some attention. And if she was really married and happily in love with this weird-looking guy, then she should not be talking about Sushant Singh at all. Now her mother is also saying leave him. So what is this relationship all about?
Yes.
Yeah, moving on to another piece of news. Veteran actor Mushtaq Khan recently discussed the issue of pay disparity in Bollywood. He disclosed that he received lower remuneration compared to the wages of Akshay Kumar's staff during the filming of the movie Welcome. During the digital commentary podcast, he was questioned about the substantial pay gap between him and Akshay in the film Welcome. Khan acknowledged that his compensation may have been less than what Akshay's staff received. He lamented the prevailing trend in the film industry, where a significant portion of the budget is allocated to the stars. He also further explained the disparities in travel arrangements and accommodations, recounting in an incident in Dubai where he stayed in the same hotel as Akshay's staff, emphasizing that such situations are not uncommon in major film productions. Discussing the issue of the digital commentary podcast, he acknowledged the existing pay disparity, citing his experience in the film Welcome. He noted that in many big budget films, a substantial portion is allocated to the remuneration of stars, while actors like himself often handle their own travel expenses and stay in accommodations provided by the filmmakers. Khan highlighted a shift in the industry, mentioning his positive experience on recent projects like Stree 2 and Railway Man, where there is a concerted effort to ensure inclusivity and respect for all team members. The actor expressed his satisfaction with the evolving mindset of the new generation of production professionals and actors. So here is it's really not surprising at all, considering the kind of image that Akshay Kumar has. Akshay Kumar doesn't care a damn for anybody. Wherever there's money, he will scramble and go that on that side. So this has been proved many times. There were times when he was a complete flop, and he went on stage and he would cry his heart out and all that. And then ultimately, then he hung on to right wing movies to show that, see, he's on the side of the BJP, and tried to wrangle some movies of that sort, for which, of course, he was given a few awards and all that. So through that, then he again became popular, and then again you see the kind of character he has. But because of the boycott Bollywood movement, none of his whatever he wanted as a blockbuster ever succeeded, and he had to cry his heart out again. So here is someone who's saying that, see, this man doesn't treat anybody equally, and this shows their character.
Yeah. So Sai Arjun, welcome, Sai. Welcome, Jess. So the disparity in payment was confined to South Indian films is now prevalent in Bollywood as well. It was always prevalent in Bollywood long time back, Sai, and even Priyanka Chopra also mentioned the kind of differences in terms of salary per film compared to the hero and heroine, and how she was kicked out of many films because of the beef that she had with Karan Johar and SRK, and how that's the reason why she moved to the US, and she carefully crafted her way to the US, and somehow or the other she made it to the top in the US in some way or the other by marrying one of the Jonas brothers, and remarkably, as we all know, that she is connected to a particular group, and we all know what that is. Yes. Even Ankita seems to be shrewd, just like Sandeep Singh, every now and then taking SSR for TRP. How come both Vicky and Ankita got married? It's quite obvious that Vicky Jain is quite a rich person, and he has done remarkably well in terms of material wealth. So that's how they got together. Yes. Name, fame, and blame. Ajayji, he looks horrifying. Yeah. Anything can happen if the cabal supports. That's the key word, Ajayji. That even if a person is not that great looking, he or she can make it to very important roles in Bollywood films if they behave in the right manner according to what the rules set forth by the Bollywood mafia, and we have seen that in several cases. Yes. So coming to the next piece of news, and it's quite interesting that, as all of you know, that South Indian films are doing remarkably well all over India. And what is quite interesting is Vijay Sethupathi. He has discussed about certain things, and he said that, known for his appearance, Sethupathi admits that. The newfound appreciation for his look serves as an energy drink while talking to media. He recalls facing body shaming in both Bollywood and Tamil film industries. Despite the challenge, he finds solace in the acceptance he receives from audiences, expressing gratitude for being embraced as himself. He made his Bollywood film appearance in Jawan and Farzi. So apparently, What is quite interesting is that Vijay Sethupathi, completely overshadowed SRK in his own film Jawan, right? Because South Indian film actors, they know how to act. That is very clear, and they can take any role.
Bollywood knows only how to overact.
Yeah, Bollywood knows only how to overact, and SRK is the same SRK in any film, right? The kind of mannerisms, he does not get into the meat of the character, and unlike South Indian films. But what is very interesting is that now Donkey is a flop. So SRK is saying that according to SRK, Jawan has crossed 1,000 crores. Now, if that is true, Mr. SRK, is it because of your contribution or Mr. Vijay Sethupath's contribution? Right? So that also one has to wonder. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you can take this.
Yeah. Now, the Shiv Sena MLA disqualification hearing. While a new issue is being presented every day in the state drama, the most important issue will be presented on Wednesday. Now, on whose side the result will be, that will be the exact future of both the Thackeray and the Shinde groups. There is a discussion in the political circle, and with a view to the future, both the groups may have started making further preparations on the lines of possible possibilities. In all this, however, the position of two MLAs of the Thackeray group will not be affected much. In short, even if the result is in anyone's favor, these MLAs will remain as MLAs. Aditya Thackeray and Rituja Latke are the two MLAs of the Thackeray faction who will not be affected by the disqualification. Result. Aditya's name was dropped while filing the MLA disqualification petition by the Shinde group. He clarified that since he was the grandson of Shiv Sena chief Balsab Thackeray, no disqualification action should be taken against him. On the other hand, MLA Rituja Latke is also going to stay away from the MLA disqualification proceedings. She has been elected on Mashal signs, so this result will not affect her in any way. Meanwhile, before the verdict on the MLA disqualification petitions, there's been an increase in political activity in the state, and big leaders are reacting to it. The Mahayuti government has been established by a rule. We also have Shiv Sena party and the bow and arrow symbol. Therefore, the disqualification of the MLA should be done according to merit, said Shinde. Now, Deputy Chief Minister Fadnavis said that since our side is strong, the president will give justice to us, while saying that the president will take the correct legal expected decision. Meanwhile, Rahul Narvekar met the chief minister at his residence on Tuesday night. But while talking to the media, he clarified that he met Shinde for the issues of constituency. The meeting with the chief minister was pre-arranged. Now, what is wrong in meeting the chief minister regarding people's issue? He asked the direct question this time. Surely something is on the happening, and we don't know whether it's going to favor which party, Shiv Sena party.
Yeah, so one thing is for sure, the Thackeray's are desperate to somehow, get to power in Maharashtra. And I mean, Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis has to, and Ajit Pawar, right? We'll have to wait and see how, this coalition, how they, stay together, and how Modi ji, right? Modi ji also has to sort of look into Maharashtra politics very closely, and it'll be quite interesting as to how this alliance will stay, how long it will stay. Yes. Breaking news: SRK receives Indian of the Year award. Manager Pooja showing live on Meta. For what contribution?
On Insta.
On Insta, okay. For what contribution is this award given to SRK? Says,
and from where? I mean, which is the association is also important.
Welcome. Hi, good evening, Purnaji. Welcome. Yes. So, friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button. Yes.
Yeah. So, with this, we end this session. We'll see you tomorrow with a lot more news. Good night and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.